Manchester United fan.
Okay, Manchester United.
Yeah.
What's going on here? There's some insights I don't know, but
Oh, he's
some.
a British guy. He's a British Mexican.
Why they say that?
I don't know. This guy's crazy. This guy's crazy.
I just like making him relax. Now he's gonna have a fantastic interview.
Great energy, but I think if anybody had energy during this press conference, maybe some dislike, it was you and Jose Ramirez. And where does this beef come from? Where did it start?
Man, like I said, I respect him as a person, fighter, but this beef came from, years of, when I was with Top Rank and he was the last 4 years, especially the last 4 years where, I watched him get all the big opportunities. I watched him get all the big fights and promoted right, And I'm kind of, like I said, like the stepchild on the sidelines and fighting ranked guys and just trying to get that fight, and I know he said that he had mandatories and stuff, but there was a lot of opportunities that we could have fought, and I just feel like this is so personal to me. I think more than it is for him, and I think I'm more hungry, because he's been there, he's been unified. I'm still the only undefeated fighter on top of our division that hasn't got a title shot. Some already had like 2, so I'm still waiting for mine. So this is big for me.
Like you said, you watched him getting these opportunities, and if you can look at his fights, any fight impressed you? What can you tell about his career and the fights and the opportunities that he got?
Man, you know what? Ramirez is a very impressive fighter. Comes forward, he's relentless, he has a lot of heart. I've always been impressed by him, but I've always wanted to fight him. I want to be known to, fight the best, and shout out to Turkey and to Oscar, man. Oscar kept his word to me. When I signed with him, I told him this is the fight I want. I want him, I want Teofimo, and he guaranteed me, he said okay, and he got me the fight, so I'm happy.
Well, why is it Jose Ramirez? I mean, you can get other opportunities, like you said, Teofimo and people, with titles. Why Jose Ramirez?
I think, if they offered me like a title shot and then it was like Ramirez and a title shot, I'd probably still pick Ramirez, because, like I said, we had the same manager at one point, and like I said, I got treated, like, the second child, like the middle child, right? I've always been treated second, always been second to him, and like I said, it's not personally toward him, but it is. You know what I mean? It's kind of like, it's a situation where like, I'm, very very motivated right now, and I'm coming with everything, man. This fight is a fight I've been asking for. I got it, and now it's my time too.
You're undefeated, and he had some losses. So why are you the one to beat Jose Ramirez again, and how? Maybe any prediction you can make?
Yeah, my style and his style is similar. We like to come forward. So I think that that Riyadh's going to be in for a good show. We're both going to be in the middle of the ring. I think it's going to be that type of fight. I know for a fact that this fight steals a show. Like I'm 100%. I'm 100% on that. At least I know me, my part. So I'm excited.
I mean, if anybody dislike each other, I know you not like you dislike Jose, but if anybody had this energy even today, it was you. So you're going to steal the show. And what do you think about the main event and other fights? Maybe any other fight will steal the show? After you guys steal the show.
I mean, all the fights are going to be good, right? It's a stacked card, and it's no disrespect to none of the other fights, but I just feel like this one has, everything behind it, as far as the history, and how long it took to get made, so it's going to be exciting.
Fighters don't like to talk about future fights after this fight, but who do you feel is the best in your division, or who would you want to fight next, regardless of the outcome?
Oh man, you know what? It's right now. It's a very that's tricky because right now the belts are spread out everywhere. It's not like one guy like before. Like the 140 division always had like one guy that was dominating. The division, so it was hard to get a title shot because you had to wait in line.
Exactly. That's why I'm asking.
Yeah,
Who is the guy for you?
Man, and all of them. All of them. After this fight, the sky's the limit. I think after this fight, there's gonna be like title shot or no, or I ain't fighting until I get a title shot. Because I've been banging on the door for so long. I think I want one.
What do you think about TeofimoLopez?
You know what? Good fighter. Talented. I expressed how much I want to fight him. I've been wanting to fight him. I've been ranked #1 for like a year and a half. And they make him super champion. So it's kind of like. He ain't got a mandatory now, so that's crazy to me. But look, like I said, I respect every fighter. It doesn't matter losing record, winning record. But that's a fight that I've been wanting. So hopefully this elevates us to that fight.
In your opinion, why do you think you don't get these opportunities? What's the problem?
Man, I can't. Honestly, I can't. maybe I don't dance in front of TikTok. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. You know what I mean? Maybe I'm just not, open. Like I don't speak out enough. So maybe I start, changing it up. But I mean, I don't know. Like we're just gonna keep fighting and keep winning.
I ask everybody, what is one thing people don't know about you? You can think and say something interesting, and it can go viral on TikTok.
Man, I don't know. Like it's crazy because like when you're a fighter, like at least in my with me, like I just train, right, but I have a shoe problem. Like I have like a big shoe problem. Like I buy so many Jordans and shoes. So I mean that's one thing that a lot of people know about me. But if you go in my room, I have like a lot of shoes.
I know pretty much nothing about it, but I know that so many men have the same obsession as you, and they know a lot about this Jordans and stuff. So what's the most, I guess, expensive pair of shoes that you have? Maybe most, the hardest to get. So
The hardest to get, man. It's crazy. I have so many. I have like all the Travis Scotts. I have all the Jordans. Let me see. I think right now, like the shoe that I have is probably worth the most. It's probably like $800 Jordan, maybe $1,000 Jordan. I haven't worn it, So I have a lot of shoes that I haven't worn,
And what shoes are you wearing to the ring? A lot of fighters come up with interesting designs to their fights. Anything particular for you this time?
Man, I would love to wear a Jordan, but like I don't think that's too comfortable. I seen Amanda Serrano wearing it. That was pretty cool. But I don't know. We got to figure it out. It's either with Everlast or Adams boxing shoes. So
Have you seen DevinHaney's shoes? The ones he fight Ryan Garcia in?
yeah, I don't really mess with stuff like that. Like what was it? It wasn't a Jordan, was it? It was like a weird shoe. It's just not my style. Like nah, it has to be like a nice. If it's gonna be a Jordan, it has to be a nice Jordan.
Do you think that was the problem in his fight, the shoe?
Maybe they're too heavy or something. Maybe they're just too funky looking. I don't know. Maybe
Like slippery?
yeah, maybe it's just like it had no grip or something.
What do you think about this whole situation with DevinHaney, and now they having beef with Oscar De La Hoya, your promoter, and, and Devin kind of can't get past his loss. I know you don't know what the taste of loss is, and hopefully you won't know, but, it looks like he's really having troubles getting through that loss, and people kind of saying, Devin, stop, you're ruining your career even more than, it was after you lost, like, get over it. But what do you think about this whole situation? What's your opinion?
My opinion is if Ryan Garcia did take steroids, okay, he cheated and you got compensation, or he missed weight, you got compensation, but move on. You know what I mean? Like that's it. It's over. It's been over. Like why do you want to continue the whole lawsuit stuff? And then trying to sue Oscar. Like Oscar paid you what you got. I mean I don't know. I don't really know too much of the situation, but from what I see online, I just think he should move on and go on with his career and fight again.
Do you think it's fair that he got his O back, and he's still a champion?
I mean, I don't know, because you hear so much stuff like, oh, like the steroid was very small, like he couldn't possibly be taking anything. I don't know, but I mean, to me, he lost and he lost bad, So I mean, I think he should have kept the loss or maybe a draw, but not keeping his O.
Do you think if they ever have a rematch, anything would be different?
I think same outcome. I think Ryan kind of has his number. I think when a fighter has your number, they have your number. So I think he has a number.
What do you think about Ryan? I mean, he's really popular, he's talented, but he had many fights, and like Devin, for example, he took a different route where he became a champion. People started respecting him for fighting Loma and other names, but Ryan still hasn't got the belt yet. How do you feel about that?
Man, that's crazy to me. It's like almost the same situation I'm in, right? But I mean, I still haven't lost, but he's popular. Like you said, he does this stuff on Instagram, right? So he gets these big fights. But that's a fight that I would look forward to, fighting too if the opportunity presented itself.
And people talk a lot about, Ryan and GervontaDavis. It's not the, I guess, steroids, but it is a rehydration clause that, Gervonta put on fighters, on Ryan. And do you think if they didn't have that, and if they ever have a rematch, anything like outcome would be different or no?
I don't know, because, I mean, it depends, like, what weight it is, right? So if it's like at 140, I think Ryan is more comfortable. But at 135, I think he was just drained either way, But so, I mean, rehydration clause or not, So I don't know.
Yeah, and looking at that camera, I know you just faced off Jose Ramirez, and by the way, did you guys talk anything? I think you did talk a little bit during the face-off, right? You did. Yeah, yeah,
It
yeah.
was like it was more like of a, like yeah, like okay, now it's time. Like we're here, you know. And he just said, oh, you know, I don't forgot what he said, like good luck or something. I don't know, but I just told him, see you in November.
What do you think about Jose? Usually he's like a chill guy. He really don't care. Do you believe him when he says, I didn't know, and just, my promoter gave me these fights. I had to take bigger fights. Do you really like believe him? That's his character, and that's how he is, and he really, not the bad guy. He's just that's the way he is.
No, yeah, he is. You know, I've talked to him before. Like, he's good guy. Good guy. And like I said, there was we had someone in common. We had the same manager, and I don't know, maybe he was doing stuff behind the scenes that we don't know about. So because I never got offered to fight at all, never got once. And I know his name was thrown in a lot. Bob Arum was even on the record one time after I fought the Staples Center saying that, oh, the winner of this fight fights Jose Ramirez here in LA, right? So, but like I said, there's always someone pulling strings.
Anything you saw in his eye?
I seen him confident. I seen him confident. I think he's hungry, but I don't think he knows that I'm starving. So it's a difference.
Do you think he's still fresh, or he's on his way out?
I think he's still fresh. I think he's still fresh. And I'm expecting the best Jose Ramirez. Because I know for a fact he's gonna get the best of me. So hope the best of him comes.
All right. If you can look at that camera and send a message to all your fans and Jose Ramirez, if he'll be watching that.
Man, to all my fans, from Los Angeles, Southern California, from El Monte, tune in November 16th. Me and Jose Ramirez, we're going to steal the show, I promise you guys. Jose Ramirez, I know you come forward, I come forward, I'll meet you in the middle of the ring.
Stealing the show mostly means like a knockout. Maybe prediction, maybe any round you can throw in.
It'll be in the later rounds for sure. Because if it's not the later rounds, it's gonna be like one heck of a war for the whole 12 rounds. You can follow me on my Instagram at Arnold_Barboza_Jr. and on my Twitter at Junior Barboza Arnold.